Alright guys, I was waiting for a little pesky ferrets to turn up, but he seems to be working late today. So we're just fuck it, we're doing it live. We're doing it live, people. So let's just jump straight into it, because there's some big news regarding Citizencon. Yes, the Citizencon train is all aboard and leaving the station. The hype is real. We are literally like, what, 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now? Like 10 days away from this thing. And I am like a kid with the Willy Wonka golden ticket. Like, because there is something here that a lot of other people, I don't know if anyone else has noticed it, but there's stuff here that's missing. Let's jump into it. Day one. Open doors. 9 a.m. Right. Perfect. Now I know when to start streaming. 11 a.m. Shaping the verse. Future of the Star Engine. So, from Pixel to Persistent Universe and everything in between, join us as we showcase the power and depth of Star Engine, enabling a streamless scale that pushes our game into the cutting edge of the industry, technology, and beyond. This, to me, I'm calling it now, is going to be a server meshing presentation. They're saying the future of the Star Engine and pushing out tech. This is them. They've separated the replication layer. They've gone through. They've got the server meshing sort of working, and they're going to show it off. That's what I think this is. So you'll probably see them starting at maybe Stanton. So they'll probably go through. And they'll probably go through and maybe start at OSR or Orison. Although Orison's pretty low FPS, so they'll probably do something like Port Olisar. They'll do one of the space stations, most likely, because of obviously they want the better FPS. They will then go to the Pyro jump gate, and I suspect we will see them jump through the gate and come out at Pyro, and then go and do a mission in Pyro. So you'll probably see them. They'll show this off. They'll show off the nav, the new map. They'll probably show off maybe scanning, although they'll probably show that off later. But yeah, at the end of the day, they're going to show off the server meshing and show it actually working. And then they'll probably turn around and say to everybody, hey guys, just to let you know, PTU's been updated. You can't jump through the gates yet, but it's there for everybody to play with everything else. So yeah. So that only goes for an hour and a half. So they might only just jump through the gate, come out at Pyro, land at a space station, whatever it may be. Fix it and fly it. Want to get a look at the resource management in action. Here's a showcase with exciting upcoming gameplay role that shakes up the vehicle experience, continues our journey towards multi-crew gameplay, and affects all life in the verse as we know it. I would expect that this is going to be something like, for example, their ship is attacked, or they come across a ship that's been attacked. They repair it, they fix it, or their ship has been attacked and they repair it, and then they need to repair their ship to go through and get it to the new station, or to a station so that they can get it working again or get it repaired fully. So I would expect them to go through. You might see them changing out fuses, maybe swapping out some components. But yeah, basically going through and basically fixing the ship using resource management. Probably putting out some fires, I would expect. Stuff like that. Now that goes from 12:30 to 1:30, so it's only an hour. But yeah, I would expect some maybe fires, repairing broken or replacing broken components, repairing some like fuses and stuff like that, and relays and stuff, and obviously getting the ship working. Then we got cosplay competition, which is great. Goes for about half an hour, which is always cool, which is self-explanatory. Then we take lunch break. Then at 3 o'clock, talking ships. Presenting this year's newly released vehicles with a focus on how the lore of the past ships shapes vehicles of the future, as well as a look at the pipeline itself and the new mythologies within. It's interesting that they mention lore there, because we do keep hearing about the Hercules, sorry, not Hercules, the Zeus too, or the I think it's the what was the name of the Zeus. Zeus was the first one, right? Star Citizen. What was the actual code name for it? X1? No. I forgot the name of it. Hang on, guys. Give me a sec. Star Citizen. Zeus. Yeah, Zeus. Spell it right. Probably helps. Right. So the Zeus. Right. Here's the RSI Zeus here. Right. It was originally developed in 2140. It's one of the oldest ships in Star Citizen, and I believe it was the first one to do jump capable. Or quantum capable. Right, now, this is the original model, but there was a Zeus 2, I believe. See, it's interesting, it's not even listed here in the spacecraft. Alright, Zeus 2? So we do have the Zeus exploration suit too, which is interesting as well. Was it Mark 2? So there's the suit, right, which is now in game, which is interesting. But yeah, there was like there's like the Zeus 2 or something, where guys in chat, obviously guys in comments let me know, where it would actually, it's like the Mark 2 or the version 2, and there's a rumor going around that we're probably going to see this, that they might even sell this. So yeah, at the end of the day, interesting that they mentioned sort of lore. And I do expect them to sort of, or maybe it'll be the F7C, maybe, or F7A. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's interesting that they go through and they talk about lore here. So at the end of the day, we'll have to see what that is. But I expect this is all going to be about the new ships, what ships are coming out. It's basically going to be a ship show, which is interesting. 4 is navigating. 4 p.m. is navigating the verse. Travel with us for the forefront of the navigation with a look at the evolved UI features that help players view, engage, and interact with their surroundings, offering a new perspective on the Star Citizen universe. I would expect this here is probably going to show the ARC map, or sorry, the new star map. The mini maps, I imagine it's probably also going to go through and maybe do something like, for example, the scanning, the FPS scanning mode. All this sort of stuff, I expect we're going to see that. Now, it's interesting here because at 4 p.m. that's on, and the event closes at 7. There is a 3-hour gap here where at the end of the day, nothing is listed. I am wondering if that's going to be a Squadron 42 announcement. Most of these panels, 3 to 4, 11 to 12:30, right? Like these ones over here, 11 to 12, 1 to 2, 3 to, they're mostly about an hour. So presuming this finishes at 5, that would then give them 2 hours for Squadron 42. That's what I think. And especially considering there's a gap here as well. It's like, it's interesting. So I would expect Squadron 42 announcement around here somewhere. And I think they're not putting it on there because they don't want to give it away. And I'm sorry, CIG, if I just did. Day 2, doors open at 9 p.m. Character advancements is at 11 a.m. Now this is interesting as well, because we explore the outlaw styles found on the far frontier, so Pyro, and the new technologies enabling our next generation of character customization. and the much anticipated arrival of a diverse coiffure. Diverse coiffure? 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 What's that? Let me just COIFFURE.
Coiffure.
So coiffure. So hairstyle. So coiffure is a new hairstyle. I think this is going to be beards, scars, stuff like that. And then new like hairstyles and stuff like that. That's what I think this is. This will be like the new character development that they're showing off. That'll probably come in sometime in the future. Because we've been hearing about beards for a while. The community has been asking about beards for a while. And at the end of the day, they've sort of gone a little bit radio silent on the character development. So I presume they've gone through, they've been doing this in the background, especially for Squadron 42. And they're probably going to show off beards, scars, hairstyles. We might even get like a QR code or a string code. God, hope so. That will actually allow us to keep our characters the same when it does reset. Because obviously people like me who do machinimas or is working on a machinima, it's hugely important, but I realise that's a niche thing. 12 o'clock, we have life in the first person, get up and close and personal, and upcoming major improvements to the FPS gameplay, diversified combat, AI behavior, overhauling weapons handling, and how we're shaping a more immersive dynamic universe through seamless and tactile interactions. So this is obviously going to be all about weapons and FPS gameplay. Like for example, deployable shields. We know that is on the roadmap for Squadron 42, so we'll probably see something like that. But it's going to be a whole bunch of deployables, a whole bunch of new weapons, mods. For example, I would expect bullet harvesting maybe get shown off here, where you get a clip, it's got 12 rounds, take the bullets out, put it into a round that's got 10 rounds, all of a sudden that new clip has 22 bullets. Taking flight, we launch into the next iteration of Star Citizen's flight experience and exploring independent improvements for every aspect of space, atmospheric traversal, combat, and interactions. I expect we'll probably see stuff like maybe we'll get the control surfaces, flaps and stuff like that. We'll probably also get to look at the new quantum drive system. So we'll get that new quantum boost, as well as the quantum drive and all that sort of stuff. This is all about how you're going to get around the verse, which is obviously interesting. Living on the Edge, we dive into the living conditions and environments of outlaws and settlers trying to carve out an existence beyond the safety of the UEE, mega corporations, and other confines in the 30th century. So I expect this will be like maybe some base building, but at the end of the day, it's going to be all about like colonial outposts. Maybe then we might also get to see maybe bunker facilities and stuff like that. But it's just going to be showing off a whole bunch of things for like things that you'll see out on Pyro and stuff like that. You'll probably also see gangs, some of the gang armor, stuff like that as well. Destination adventure. From high up in orbit to down the surface of our planets and deep into the underground, that's important, we will divulge into the new interactions, missions and gameplay and more upcoming Star Citizen universe on all levels. I would expect they're going to talk about space stations, they'll talk about planetary bodies, like new biomes, they'll probably show off some more HABs and stuff like that. Maybe you'll also get to see persistent HABs and stuff like that. But also in the underground, I think there's also going to be the underground bunkers as well. And then we have the closing ceremony, and then the event closes, and then the VIP at CIG's LA studio, and the party continues, which obviously we won't be at. But yeah, guys, as for this itself, I think right here, Squadron 42 announcement. Maybe an updated version of the vertical slice that we've already seen. I don't know if we'll get anything new for a vertical slice because that might be too much of a spoiler. But at the end of the day, I just realised Ferrets has pushed this up. Yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, I would say that's going to be more maybe a Squadron 42 announcement. Maybe a coming at the end of the year for next year. Maybe a beta announcement, something like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think this is going to be the Squadron 42 announcement right here. And it would give them 2 hours to show off a hour-and-a-half vertical slice, talk about Squadron 42, talk about when to expect it, stuff like that. But guys, yeah, that's what my pipe dream is. The cloud in the sky dream. If I get half of that, I'll be very happy. But I'm really, really, really looking forward to possibly the Squadron 42 announcement. But I'm definitely looking forward to the resource management, and if they show off the map, the mini map, and all that sort of stuff. Even if I just get those 3 things or 4 things, I'll be happy. Oh God, we need the map. But guys, let us know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. As for this, I am really looking forward to it. Yes, we will be streaming on the day. I believe Ferrets is going to be here. I believe he's asking time off work. We're also going to try and kidnap Bruno, maybe Crayon. We'll probably try and get a few of the other guys. We might even combine the streams or Discords with maybe Pagan's stream. So we might even try and get Moon and Smorf and stuff to come in as well. But yeah, we'll just have a whole bunch of guys hopefully around. And we're just basically going to geek out at Star Citizen all day. I know it's a hard life, but someone's got to do it. But guys, let us know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think I'm wildly wrong? Do you think I'm in a pipe dream? Do you think I'm coping? Or do you think I'm right on the money? And if you think I'm wrong, let me know what your thoughts are. What are you expecting to see at Citizencon? Apart from that, guys, obviously this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. And yes, I will hit this chair with a can of WD-40 before Citizencon, because it does squeak a lot. Apart from that, guys, enjoy yourself, have a great night, and we'll see you in the next demonetized video.